Hey guys, HW. I'm back with another vid. Having a little adventure today, as I mentioned in the last clip that I put up. We're going to try out the new leg that's been extended onto the Sydney Metro line project that runs all the way from out past Rouse Hill now all the way to Sydenham station. And here comes my iron horse now, which is going to take me down to Chatswood station, where we're going to join the metro line. And we're going to check out all the new stations. We're going to go on, I'm going to get off at each stop and have a look around, have a bit of poke around, a bit of a bo peep, a bit of a goosey gander, and see what's happening. And I'll probably time some of the legs as well to give us an idea how quick it is. But let's get on the iron horse first. I've only got to go one stop. I'm currently at Linfield station. There's the old Duval's building across the road on the Pacific Highway. As we look out the window here, let's do the weather observations. Today,
please stand clear.
The temperature is going to be 22 degrees Celsius in Sydney, and the winds from the northwest at, and I can't remember, I think it was 4 kilometres an hour, but I'll correct it if I'm wrong later. But let's get down to Chatswood. Alright, we've made it to Chatswood station. I'm just waiting on the platform now. I just missed one of the metro trains. Now, I've been catching this metro train around for a number of years now, because the first stage from Tullawong, which is just past Rouse Hill, out to here, Chatswood, has been open for a number of years. And this is where the metro train comes into Chatswood station, just here behind these barriers, these doors that open and close to let the passengers alight and aboard the train. But just clip my microphone onto my glasses. I received this handy guide in the mail a few weeks back, telling me a bit about this new leg, which they call stage 2. So we're travelling on stage 2 today. Stage 1's been open for a while. But here's the stations listed. So again, open for a while.
For your
Tullawong.
safety, uniformed and plainclothes police officers patrol metro stations and metro services.
So Tullawong, Rouse Hill, Kellyville, Bella Vista, Norwest, Hills Showground, Castle Hill, Cherrybrook to Epping. That first stage has been open for a while. And the reason why this train line came about in the first place was that northwest part of Sydney out at Castle Hill, Bella Vista, is a huge growth corridor for Sydney. So a lot of new houses and new developments out there, and so the punters needed a train line to get them into the city. Up until now, they've mainly been using double-decker buses to get in. So that's why this train line has come about. Oh, I just realised I missed out the other stations. So after Cherrybrook is Epping, Macquarie University, Macquarie Park, North Ryde to Chatswood. So that's the stage 1. So today, for the first time, because it only opened yesterday, we're going to go from here, Chatswood. We're going to cross to Crow's Nest, Victoria Cross, Barangaroo, Martin Place, Gadigal, Central, Waterloo, and finish up at Sydenham. Now we might finish up at Sydenham with a delicious nectar, I think. But I'm going to get on and off at each station to give you a look around. So let's wait for the iron horse to arrive. And did I mention this particular iron horse is driverless? So I just call it the robot train. Plenty of new staff members on the train line here to help people around on and off the different stations.
For your safety, do not rush towards the closing doors of the...
Before I get on, and here comes the train now.
The train to Sydenham is going to enter platform number 2.
I thought what I might do is actually time the journey as well. And rather than do it just from the time we take off to the time we arrive, I thought it'd be better.
Train doors opening.
I thought it'd be better to go from doors closing to doors opening to give us a better idea of how fast the journey is.
Stop service to Sydenham. The next stop is Crow's Nest.
Alright, there's the first part of the journey to Crow's Nest. 3:01 and 42. Alright, let's check out the first station after Chatswood, Crow's Nest. Pretty decent size and quite deep by the looks of things. There may still be a bit of works going on as well. There might be a few finishing touches as we get around, but we'll have a look. This station here would have been handy back in the day when I was working in Crow's Nest. Worked in Crow's Nest for about a year. Would have been nice. Alright, we've got two different ways we can go. We can go up to the Pacific Highway or we can go out to Clark Street. So we'll do both. Some bathrooms over there for the punters to use. Ticket machine for people who might only want a single trip. Plenty of elevators and escalators to get in and out of the station. Alright, here's the Pacific Highway entrance at Crow's Nest. So there's a few more people sightseeing. Alright, let's get down, and the next train to Sydenham is in 4 minutes. Although no, we've got to go on to Clark Street first, don't we? Alright, here's the Clark Street exit. All shiny and new. Boom. There you go. This should get you out right in the heart of Crow's Nest. Because you just head up there. And that's where all the main strip is. All the cafes and restaurants just around that bend up there. Oh, what a delight. Now let's get back down on a robot train. This one's a bit more packed. This must have linked up with a bus or train at the other end.
Victoria Cross.
Alright, we stopped the clock at 1:34:13. Crow's Nest to Victoria Cross. Just have a bit of a look-see around Victoria Cross. This should be a fairly big station, this one. This is the one that stretches over the North Sydney CBD. Tell you one thing, it smells like a sewer down here. It stinks. Might head right down the end first and exit out into Miller Street, and then I'll come back this way and exit out into like the dead centre of North Sydney. This is what they call Miller Street North. So as I suspected, this is quite a big station, this one. So we're going to have to head down a bit of a tunnel to come out here. I wonder, now that these stations are opened again, I wonder whether this will... I wonder now that these stations are open, whether this will encourage some people back into the office.
This side, buddy. Right, Carl? Are you just looking? Okay. So cool.
Yeah, so before the peak starts...
So he was talking to me there.
Lift going up.
Bit of elevator action for you. Elevator action. Wonder which way we're going to get off. Left or right?
Miller Street. Please stand.
And it's going to be right. No, it's going to be this way. We left. Alright, here's the exit onto what they call Miller Street North. This would be a good one to take if you get into North Sydney Oval. North Sydney Oval just up there around the corner, around the Johnny Horner. And here's McLaren Street just here. If you work in some of the software companies on this stretch of Miller Street, this will be a handy station for you as well. So Victoria Cross. Now let's get down the other end and come out into the heart of North Sydney and have a look at what that looks like. Alright, up to what they call Miller Street South, part of Victoria Cross. Decent set of escalators on this side too. And we come up that escalator, we go out the turnstiles, and we're going to go up another escalator. This is quite deep, this station. I think I read something about it having to be quite deep to make the link between here and the harbour, or under the harbour. It's got two sets of escalators. One goes up a bit higher to get you closer to Miller Street South again. Oh no, wait a minute. That's probably the highway up there, and this is probably Denison Street. Maybe. This comes out into a little bit of a food court and shops. Got a McDonald's over there, a Macca's. Oh, Denison Street, yeah, I know this one. Across the way there is where the old shopping town used to be, a shopping world. Filmed this street before. So that's Denison Street. Let's get over the other side now. There's all eateries and bars up there as well. Look at the punters lined up for Marrickville pork roll. Yeah, Marrickville pork roll's opened up an outlet here in Victoria Cross Station. Alright, let's get up this escalator now. There was an elevator there, but I didn't want to risk it not getting up the top. I was worried that it was only going to come down to the platform. This should take us out onto Miller Street proper. And it does. I was walking past here for years where it was all boarded up and all the workmen were coming in and out all the time. And look like there's still a bit of work to do. But at least the station's open now. There's North Point there at North Sydney. get back down to the train. Battery change completed. I might head down this elevator back to the platform rather than going back down the escalator.
This is an all-stop service.
This is exciting. We're going to go under the harbour now.
Stop is Barangaroo.
Under the harbour. You know,
Actively managing it. I have something in my hand that I need to pay attention to.
Train doors opening.
I think I might go back this way. Because I want to make sure I capture that part of Barangaroo that I filmed the other day. So I hope I'm going in the right direction. You know that little station above, close to Miller's Point? Maybe this is the same station, I don't know. Let's find out. Let's get up this escalator, see where this one goes. Plenty of people filming at this location for some reason. As you get closer to the city, it gets busier and busier. Got some sort of copper art up there. Do you remember copper art? Remember that outlet that sold all the copperware? The turnstiles wouldn't let me out. I tell you what, this is a bloody popular station. What time is it? Let's have a look. It is getting close to lunch, so punters are starting to scurry looking for their cheese. Where's my cheese? And here we are, out into Barangaroo. Oh wow, there's some people here, I'll tell you. And this one, as I pointed out the other day, when I was standing up there, standing up overlooking the wall there, still got all that landscaping across the road to be done yet. I don't know what those buildings are. Are there going to be extra entrances there as well, by the looks of things? There it is, glistening in the sunshine. Crown Casino, Barangaroo. Look at all the punters getting on the boardwalk over there. Is this another entrance just here? Let's get back down this way. I don't know whether this is a monster station as well. Does this extend further in closer to the buildings over there? I don't know. Let's find out. No, this is not an entrance. Oh yes it is. It's the elevator. Let's get down the elevator. So many sightseers now checking out the new part of the metro line, stage 2. The station doesn't extend down any further. This is it. So that was the entrance and exodus that I went out up there before. Perfect timing. Here's the train now. They are running every few minutes or so anyway, so it's no big deal. I'm starting to bump into some other people that are on the journey with me in and out of each station.
Train doors opening.
Closing. This is an all-stop service to Sydenham. The next
No doubt as we approach Martin Place here, this will probably have about 10,000 different entrances and exits. So this one might take a while to get around.
Train doors opening.
West, those living in the western suburbs.
So to dodge that news crew back there. Stuffed up the timer on that last one. For some reason it turned off before I got to stop the clock. So this is the extension to Martin Place. I don't know how many entrances and exits this gonna. Oh, here's a lift to Hunter Street just here. Let's see if we can find some escalators. Oh well, let's check out Hunter Street first, eh? Geez, this one's got some height to it as well. There's people all the way up there. This guy's taking some still photos. So we'll get out Hunter Street first and then we'll check out a few of the other nooks and crannies in the Martin Place station on the other side. Yeah, this is a bit of a hike, this one, to get into the rest of Martin Place. Although, wait a minute, we're heading to Hunter Street, right? Wow, this is a decent sized escalator as well. Did I mention I'm absolutely stinging for that nectar? I'm going to gouge my eyes out in a minute. I think I'm looking forward to seeing the Gadigal station the most. Is this really Hunter Street? Oh, I'm totally lost. Oh yeah, it is. There's the hotel down the road there. Head that way to get onto Elizabeth Street. Alright, let's get cracking and get to the next station. Oh no, wait a minute, we're going to check the other side as well first, aren't we? Look at this copper themed tunnel. Oh, it's got music as well. And different colours. Oh, look out. Very interesting. Alright, let's get up this way. Hopefully this gets us a bit closer to Martin Place proper. At all these stations, they're certainly big caverns. Massive, big properties. I'm obviously taking a lot of the tunnels and escalators. For you more elderly lasses and chaps, there's plenty of elevators, so don't worry. And here we are in Martin Place. We can get up to Elizabeth Street that way. Although I'm going to go down here to Castlereagh Street. Right out underneath the MLC Centre. And here we are in Martin Place. All the work punters getting around getting their lunch now. Alright, let's get back down there.
This is an all-stop service to Sydenham. The next stop is Gadigal.
Alright, this has got a couple of different entrances and exits. Let's go Park Street first and then we'll go to Bathurst. I always used to pronounce this Gadigal, like making note of the G, but apparently the best way to pronounce it is Gadigal. So pronounce the G as the C. I wonder how many escalators this one's going to have. There's another one. I was hoping this was going to be the exit. I should have known better. Oh, at least this one's a bit more shallow than the other ones. At some stage we're definitely going to come out into the open. I don't know whether we have to wait till we get all the way to Sydenham to come out in the open, out of the tunnel. We'll have to see. Yep, definitely Park Street, because I can see the Criterion Hotel over there on the corner. Now whether you can see through the trees and buses and traffic and people, but it's Town Hall turn the corner down there. Let's get over to Bathurst Street. Here's the Bathurst Street exit. I tell you what, some of the stations like this one, Gadigal, Martin Place and Victoria Cross, you're going to have to really make sure you get the right carriage in the train, depending on what station or what part of the station you're going to get off at, because otherwise quite a hike down some of the tunnels to get between the different exits. Had to go down quite a few different tunnels to get from Park Street over to Bathurst Street here. So pay attention to where you're getting, what carriage you're getting on the train and where you want to get off. These punters are heading out to the airport. They're going to have to change at one of the stations, because this single carriage train doesn't go to the airport. And here we are exiting Gadigal station at Bathurst Street. The obelisk outside Hyde Park up there, and Town Hall in the city down that way. Alright, let's get back in to the station. I've actually got to use the bathroom, so I might as well go in there and have a look at what it's like. Baby change table, mirror and sink, basin, whatever you want to call it. Nappy disposal unit there. Pretty nice clean bathroom. Cracks me up. Just a moment ago as I came out of the restroom, there was a lady sprinting for the train. They come every few minutes. You don't need to run. Crazy.
This is an all-stop service to Sydenham. The next stop is Central.
How busy the station is. On the heavy rail side.
Train yours only.
Battery's getting pretty low. Will we make it to the top of the escalators into Central Station proper before we can turn around? Someone's got their companion dog down there, or guide dog. Probably more of a companion dog. The guy doesn't look blind unless he's training it. This one's a bit easier. I won't have to go in and out any of the exits because this is pretty much part of Central Station now, which we've been to many times before. This joins up with all the other train platforms and head out into the city. So let's just turn around and get back down and head towards Waterloo and Sydenham.
Not allowed at this station.
They're keen as mustard. They're getting their photo in front of the escalators down there. Must be a couple of train enthusiasts. Staff at the ready to help the punters onto the carriage. I just took a seat here to change the battery. It's my third battery. I'm burning through the juice today. As we get further away from the city, the carriages, the Iron Horse, the train doesn't seem to be running as often. I think still got a few more minutes before the train comes.
This is an all-stop service to Sydenham. The next stop is Waterloo.
Alright, I wonder how many entrances and exits Waterloo's got. Hopefully just one, because I'm getting tired and I don't want to
Closing.
go to 20 different exits. This one's got a big escalator as well. I had a feeling we might have been starting to get shallower now, but doesn't look like it. That young chap up there with his boomerang. Wow, this one's steep as well. These gold and silver feet here stuck on the wall. Oh, there is a couple of entrances. There's Raglan Street, Waterloo just here. Raglan Street. And then there's Cope Street on the other side, so let's go check that out. And Cope Street comes out to a whole bunch of government housing over there across the road. Nice and quiet here though. Let's get back down to the station for the last trip. A trip out to Sydenham station, the final stop on stage 2 of the metro. Wow, check this out. While they were digging these tunnels out, look at all the things they found in the dirt. All these old artifacts. Old pieces of porcelain, glass vials. All different types of antiques and bottles. This thing up here says Russian bears. over here. Marbles and Anzac service medals. Different bits of ivory, some ivory pipes. Different medals and brooches. A couple of glass jars. Look at these little porcelain dolls here that have had their legs cut off and heads cut off. Spoons, crosses, all found at this site while they were digging it up. Let's get down the elevator.
The next stop is Sydenham. This service terminates here. All customers must alight at this stop.
Now we finally make it out into the daylight, approaching Sydenham station. Wonder which side we're going to be on.
This stop is Sydenham. Change for T3 Bankstown Line, T4 Eastern Suburbs and Illawarra Line, and Intercity South Coast Line train services. Doors will open on the right.
Sydenham's another one of those hub stations that you can change onto
Is Sydenham.
intercity trains. You can head down the south coast, you can head up north, you can head to Redfern and all the city stations. We came through Sydenham station when I went to Marrickville last time. Plenty of people getting off at this station. No escalators here, just stairs and elevators. I've gone the wrong way again. This happens every time I come here. We need to go down there to get out. I'm going to have to get my phone out in a minute and see where we're going to go for nectar.
The train to Tallawarra is going to enter platform number 1.
So there's this entrance and exit here. There's another one up there. I think Railway Parade up there, and there's another one on the other side of the station over there. But yeah, this is the end of the line for now. Sydenham. Eventually this, in the third stage, it's going to go all the way out to Bankstown. But for now it stops here. This is where we're going to nectar today. Coffee Alchemy. This is the mob that does the roasting for Gumption in the city, in the Strand Arcade. Another one of the delightful roasters in Marrickville. So let's get in there. I couldn't help myself seeing that I'm in here at such a prestigious roasters. I thought I'd get the batch brew. I'm getting a Nicaraguan coffee. Let's have notes of pear, nougat and milk chocolate. Here we are, the Nicaraguan batch brew has arrived at Coffee Alchemy. Those delightful coffee beans up on the wall over there. People out in the fields picking it. A lady over there sorting the dried beans. What a delight. Let me get into this batch brew. Nougat and milk chocolate. Can't taste the nougat, can just taste the pear. Get a bit of chocolate in the aftertaste, but straight up you get hit by the pear. So here we are in Coffee Alchemy. So cheers to Brenda. Brenda was the first person to hit the super thanks button. Thanks Brenda, this nectar's on you. And then in upcoming videos, Brian and the gang who also clicked on the super thanks, like literally the same day, I'll have a few coffees on you as well. Look at this delightful mural on the side of this old milk bar on Cadigal Street. Girl about to tuck into a burger there in between the two trains. That chap over here sucking down a thick shake or milkshake. I might get in there and have a look in a minute to see what they've got on offer because I'm starving and I haven't had lunch yet. But yeah, I didn't want to talk while I was in the Coffee Alchemy because there's a stack of people in there. But I just wanted to say, as we look down the street towards Sydenham Station, right down the end, you probably can't see it, it's past that pink building that you can see in the distance. That train trip was quite delightful. Very quick times in between the stations, and even though I was a bit nervous going under the Harbour, it all went quite smoothly. So I definitely recommend the old metro line if you're in Sydney to get around. So when I get home, I'll edit the vid and I'll whack it up there for you to have a look. But for now, the video is definitely over this time.